every Sunday during Advent, we start by lighting the Advent wreath. Can somebody tell me what do we do with the Advent? Why do we have an Advent wreath? What is it like? What does it look like? It just looks like a circle, right? And it has how many candles? Today is the second Sunday of Advent. So we lit how many candles? 2. And next Sunday is going to be the third Sunday. So how many candles do you think we're going to light then? 3. And then on the fourth Sunday we're going to light 4. So it's kind of like a calendar, right? And do we need a calendar like this to sort of tell us what time it is? Probably not. We can probably. How many people have calendars at home? Do you have calendars? Maybe on your phone or on your parents' phone? You got a calendar? Do you always need to look at the calendar to know what you got to do? Not always. Sometimes you remember, right? But calendars are helpful because they remind us of stuff, right? So you know what the Advent wreath is really supposed to remind us of? It's supposed to remind us to watch for what God is doing. We should do that all the time, right? But the Advent wreath is a time that we remember to watch for what God is doing. When you guys, some of you guys have been to Vacation Bible School, did you ever have the Watch for God bands? So the Watch for God reminded you to always watch for what God was doing. And during the season of Advent, we read the stories about all the things that God was doing, and sometimes people missed them because they weren't watching. But the thing is, God is always doing things in our world, and we should be watching for those things, and we should also be watching for opportunities that we can help others, and we can be signs of God's love in the world. So back in the back there, we have the giving tree. How many of you, have you guys ever done giving tree before? Some people done giving tree? Have you guys done giving tree? Giving tree is an opportunity. We take a little tag, and we buy a gift not for somebody we know, but for somebody in need in the community, somebody that we don't know. And when they get that gift, they go, wow, this is something, God acted through that person to do something really good in my life. And you can be a sign of God's love in the world. So that's what the Advent wreath is really there to remind us to watch for what God is doing in our lives, and to watch for ways that we can be people who share God's love in our own lives. Okay? All right, let's hold hands, we'll say a prayer. Everybody, come on. Let's pray. Dear God, thank you for coming among us.
Thank you for coming among us
and showing us your love.
and showing us your love.
Help us to watch
Help us to watch
for signs of your presence
for signs of your presence
and for the ways that you give us
and for the ways that you give us
to be signs of your love
to be signs of your love
in the lives of